Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. This is Rob here from the Great Wall of Comics. We sent some books to CGC, and they're back. Let's open it up and find out what's inside. All right, so CGC has come, and my goodness, what a box it is. This was sent off just before Heroes Con. Essentially, many of the books in here are books that I had thought of sending or bringing with me to Heroes Con to have graded there on site. But I decided that seemed kind of silly. Why should I bring books out there, then have to transport them back and pay extra for the cost just to have them do them right there, when I could go ahead and send them into them and get them back without having to do it. The shipping cost wasn't that big of a deal. It's not like I lived in Australia or Canada or something where that made sense. All right. So I do dig this. Again, we're getting these clamshells now. I don't know if they're really called clamshells, but anyways, they're bubble envelope sleeves. Oh, let's get that out of there. I think they protect the books so much better than what they used to do. That's fabulous. So in here are several Comics Curing Cancer books. Hence, I was going to bring them with me, have some of the artists sign them. Then I decided, I don't need that because I wasn't going to be able to get them all to sign it. And then also a few other books. I had some modern books that were in my collection waiting to go out for grading. But I decided I was like, I was maybe going to send them to press. Anyways, I decided, you know what? I'm going to just I'm going to send these all in. I'm going to utilize the pre-screen. So if you're not familiar with pre-screen, that means you send in your books and you set a grade. And what's nice now is with CGC, you can set the grade per book. It used to be you had to have like a minimum of like 15 books, I think it was, and you could only select one pre-screen grade, and that was it. But now it's a little bit different, which is nice. Anyway, so I set 9.8 on all these. These are all modern books. If it wasn't a 9.8 minimum, I didn't want them to grade it. Just send it back to me and I'll decide whether or not I want to press it or anything else. So we had a total of 9 books go in. Wait, is that right? No, I sent 10 books in and 9 were graded. We do have one rejected book here. So I'm going to crack this open here real quick. Let's see what was rejected. Pull this out. Oh, okay. Let's see here. And it says reject on it. So they were grading it, looked at it to see if it would pass a 9.8. This is last year's San Diego Comic-Con Mark Brooks X-Men exclusive variant. Here we go. And so they saying this would not pass 9.8 muster just on its own. And yep, okay, that makes sense. Guys, take your books out of the bags and boards before you send them in. I'm glad I had a 9.8 on this pre-screen. Otherwise, this would have come back like a 9.2. This has you can see here, a big crease that runs right here, a curved crease, which is really odd. Yeah, hopefully, let's see, is that limited to just that cover? It does seem to be limited to the cover. So hopefully that means that it could be pressed out. But so there we go. There is our reject. And I liked this book. This is a beautiful book. This little X-Men rock book. I'm not an X-Men guy, but this was really cool. And we got this Logan Too Cool for School up here trademark. We will try to get that pressed and give it another shot down the road. Let's take a look at the rest of the books. Okay, so I'm not going to really do a lot of high degrade stuff with this because it's really kind of silly. We know they're all going to be 9/8s or better, probably. Let's be honest, 9/8, because that's what 9/8 or better is. It's a 9/8. First out of the bat, bang, the Star Wars issue #1 in a 9.8. This book is an adaptation of Lucas's original script. So if you've ever heard that the original Star Wars script wasn't what made it to the movie, it was what was evolved from it, but there's all the stuff with the wills, and it was Luke Skywalker didn't exist. As a matter of fact, it was Darth Star Killer and stuff like that. And this is what that story is. It was broken up into 6 issues. Dark Horse Comics adapted it. I have the hardback, but I also have the complete run. I wanted to get this cover done just because I'm a Star Wars nerd. No value, really. I mean, it's a minimal value, probably about as valuable as the cost of getting it done. But this is one of those situations where you as a collector sometimes do stuff for you. And this one says right here, based on George Lucas's original rough draft screenplay. All right. Next up, another older book. I see Michael Jordan on the back, so not too old. Oh, Venom Lethal Protector. This is a book that God, yeah. So you know how many times, again, I'm not a book that's a ton of money. This is like what, $110, $130 book in a 9/8 graded book. But this book was, as a kid, as a collector in the 90s, this is one of those books that was just like, you had to have Venom getting his own limited series, all that foil. Look at that spiderweb foil, so great. This is a book I have sent so many copies trying to get a 9/8. I only, like, last year got my first 9/8 the hard way. I mean, you could go buy a 9/8, but I was trying to do it the hard way. You get the book, you send it in yourself. This one, I got this book. I don't even know how I got this book. I got this recently in a, I think I was at some con and I just picked it up. Originally, I thought I might put it in the giveaway bin. And then I looked it over and I saw how clean it really was and thought I would give it a shot. So there we are. No cleaning, no pressing, freaking just sitting around since 1993. Bang, 9.8. I'm happy. I'm super happy. All right, next up, I see it says X-Men. So that first one that was rejected, that was one of, I think it was like 3 different variant covers for that X-Men with the rockabilly cover. So this one was the cover C, convention exclusive. Holy Snikes, 9.9. What? 9.9. Look at the Virgin variant. Yeah. Get some. That lowrider. Man, look at the girls are looking great. I love it. Oh my God. Whew. X-Men number 301, San Diego Comic-Con 2024 exclusive Virgin cover. 9.9. Again, no clean, no press. Just that's how it is. Ah, man, could you imagine? Maybe with a clean and press, it could have got a 10. No, just kidding. Would not have, probably. 10s are so ridiculously impossible, it's not even funny. All right, next book up. We've got, my Transformers #1. So this book, this came back at least a 9/8. Let's just, why am I hiding it? Let's just show it. Bam. San Diego Comic-Con, the Skybound. This is the ash can, one of 2 different variants on that ash can cover. I didn't get this originally myself. I found this recently at an OhanaCon, which is a little small Comic Con. It shows up at like at Lions clubs or in their like kind of rompous room, and they set up. And I went there and there was like 4 comic book vendors, maybe 3, and I managed to find this and work a deal to get this and a copy of Voltron #1 from these 2 guys, and I was super happy just to have this raw, thinking it was like a 9.6. Gave it some more scrutiny, decided what the hell, let's send it off and see what happens. And there we go, 9.8. No clean, no press, 9.8 on that ash can. Happy the heck with that. Whew. And you know I love this run on Transformers. Oh my goodness. All right, looks like we are going to get into some Comics Curing Cancer books. I'm going to start with our A cover. So we had this year, first of all, big, huge shout out to DJ Links. He's one of the 3-headed monster here that runs Comics Curing Cancer. He's the guy who organizes our annual community art book. He wrangles all the artists. He helps to narrow down who's going to get it, any decisions. We come to a final vote amongst the 3 of us, but DJ pretty much, he's the guy who runs that portion of our campaign, does a phenomenal job putting the book together. This year, oh my goodness, he went above and beyond, and he got a bunch of great artists for the interiors, but the exterior alone, banger. David Sanchez, absolutely what? Holy shit. It's another 9.9. Oh my God. I didn't even realize that at first. I just assumed we were going to pull out a 9.8 here. Holy cow. 9.9. Woo. Comics Curing Cancer, David Sanchez cover, that Hulk, incredible. Thank you to everybody who came out to Heroes Con and support us and picked these up or picked them up online. You can still get one, by the way. All the proceeds of this book are going to Comics Curing Cancer, the American Cancer Society. You can check it out at this link here to get a copy of this yourself. And it's just a beautiful art book. The interior pages by all kinds of different professional artists, whatnot. Oh my God. It says here, Comics Curing Cancer Community Art Book, C3 Publishing 2025, David Sanchez variant, an official campaign of the American Cancer Society. I love that right there. Yeah. 9.9. Oh, sexy. All right. I had a second one of those I sent in. It's going to be a 9.9 too? No, just a 9.8. But that's okay. I love it. Oh my God. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. I had picked up 3 of them. I sent 2 in. Make sure I could get a 9.8. I got 9.8 and the 9.9. That's fabulous. Yeah. All right, next up would be, this should be the Christopher Lockwood, who we met last year at a Heroes Con. I think he was tabling for like his first time there, and then fell in love with his stuff. We got hooked up with him, and he agreed to do a interior page, which also became a variant cover. So on all these ones where we have a variant cover, the Hulk page is on the inside, and this, which was one of the interior pages in the Hulk book, comes to the cover. So it's all the same art inside. But look at this. Oof, 9.8. This is our hollow foil. We got Galactus and the Silver Surfer. Boom. Whew. This one, an official campaign, American Cancer Society, virgin cover, Lockwood foil edition, manufactured with 6/25 printed on the cover. And what they're talking about is down here in the corner. This is 6/25. This particular cover was limited to only 25 production pieces. I had to pay for mine. I didn't get some special add-on out of the 25. All of my books I paid just the same as anybody else. And look at that official campaign of the American Cancer Society. Woo, man, this is like so exciting to us. I mean, we love that we're, you know, all the stuff that we're doing, but then to be able to see these books like this, man, and culminate like everything that we're doing and the reaction that people have is just so amazing. All right, so these last two books, these are metal variants. They were limited to only 10 production copies. Again, mine are production copies. I paid the same as anybody else. We were selling these ones for $100 a piece. This is the Matt Wilson. Oh, yes, another 9.9. His Red Skull. Matt Wilson, who's been such a great supporter of Comics Curing Cancer. He's did our Unnatural Order cover for us, and he did some artwork for us last year in the book, and this year to do this Red Skull virgin metal variant. This is number 6 out of 10 in a 9.9. Wow. Dang. We're cranking it. That's our third 9.9, right? The X-Men, the Sanchez, and now that Red Skull. I've never had. I don't think I've ever. I've only ever had 2 other 9.9 CGCs in my life, and now all of a sudden I've gotten more in this. At 3, I got 1 more than I've ever had before. That's crazy. Last book, this one was the first to sell out. Again, limited to 10. This is the Austin LeMay. Oh! Another 9.9. Holy cow. 4 9.9s. Again, these are metal covers. They're a lot easier to get a 9.9. Obviously, you're not going to, on the front, you're not going to get a finger roll or something. But still, whew, 9.9. Austin LeMay. Look at that Ghost Rider. Absolutely insanely cool cover. Austin LeMay killed it for us. Man. Again, manufactured with a 6 out of 10. I got the number 6 on all of them. LeMay metal cover, Austin LeMay cover, official campaign American Cancer Society virgin cover. Oof, mint 9.9 white pager. Bang. Comics Curing Cancer, baby. That's gonna do it. Oh man, what a pre-screen. I'm really thrilled. I mean, as I should be. But I mean, 1 reject, which totally fair. We pull it out, we see it. Did I look at the book, taking it out of the bag and board ahead of time? No, I didn't. I got that book directly from the artist. I did not expect that. And the fact that I've held that book for a year without pulling it out of the bag and the board and looking at it, that is 100% on this guy. I can't blame anyone else for it. But I will take that reject in exchange for 4 9.9s. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this unboxing. Make sure whatever you do, you collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Go check out Comics Curing Cancer. Thanks for watching.